Hey there, friends. How you guys doing? I've had a lot going on the past 2 months, so we're going to start out with a little Bob update, and then I'll tell you what I'm up to today. First thing is, I've been real freaking busy with work lately. It's kicking my butt. And second, I've gone on quite a few meetups and meet up with some new people and some old friends and had some good times and shared more experiences and learned quite a bit too, which is freaking awesome. What I'm doing now is currently, hopefully by the end of the year, I'll be buying some off-grid property, and that's going to be freaking awesome. A friend of mine's helping me out with that project. I think that's pretty cool. And which brings me to the end of the year. I'm going to have to make some life choices. Basically stay on the path I am now and basically doing the same line of work I'm doing, or branch off and start a new line of work. I know the path I'm on now is a path to self-destruction because I'm just working 24/7 and it's darn near killing me. The second path will be a little bit more relaxed, but it still will have a stress value, but not as bad. Or I could totally take a third path. And, well, anyway, we're not going to talk about that today because right now I'm forgetting all about that. It's a beautiful day out here. I'm down by the river as usual. Yeah, it's 65 degrees. A light wind out of the south, I think like 15 miles an hour. And maybe later on today I'll take the drone up. Oh yeah, I bought a drone. Take the drone up for a little flight by the cliffs. We'll see. I bought the drone mainly to use it for cave exploring. Well, we'll get into that in another video. Oh, I almost forgot what I'm doing today. Switching hands there. I am headed down to the River Cane Shelter. I built it about a year ago, I think, for this time. And I want to see how it's doing. I want to see if anybody's found it. I want to see how it's holding up. And I'm just really curious. And of course, if somebody's found it, I'm going to go ahead and disassemble it and spread it throughout the forest like nobody's ever been there. But if it's still standing and undiscovered, I'm going to let it ride through winter. So, that's what we're doing today. That's going to be a great day too. I've done actually it's about 1.6 or 1.7 miles from the trailhead in, and now we get the cut off here. I want to pick a spot that I won't knock too much brush down. I don't want to make it obvious. Have somebody find it. So I see, sun's that way. I'm thinking it's almost 12. Yeah, I bet it's 12 o'clock. I do believe we have found it. Yeah, it's been a while. Let's see how it's doing. Looks good, actually. Remember that river cane I cut? I'll show you this. Actually, I cut that whole section out right there to build that roof. Right up in there. The whole area was cut out. Look, it all grew back like nothing's ever happened. Okay, let's take a look at the shelter. Nobody's found it. I put up this little wall around it, and it looks like the vines have taken hold. That's cool. Fire pit could use some work. Oh wow, still very sturdy. Would not hesitate to ride a storm out in it. Huh, be darned. Roof looks good. Nicely camouflaged. Okay. Wouldn't take much to clean the fire pit out. Alright, let's take a look at the mat I made. Now notice I'm using my hiking staff because I have no clue what's under this thing. There could be a snake. Possum, who knows? Yeah, river cane mat is just totally disintegrated. Pull that off there. Yeah. That'd have to be rebuilt or thrown away, but shelter-wise, not bad. I mean, the roof's still in good shape. The bed's still freaking sturdy as all heck. There's some spiders living in there. Yeah, I'll be darned. I'm very impressed. Very impressed. Well, after sitting there for about a half hour, kind of watching the world rotate, I decided it was time to go and do some more exploring. But have no fears, we will be back again this winter to see how she's doing. Now, I have no idea where I'm going, so we're going to let nature choose our path. What do you mean by that? Good question. We're just going to look along the woods here and find a direction. Okay, see this shadow right there? See kind of how it draws a line? Right there. Kind of hard for you guys to see. That's where we're going. It's quite a bit of animal activity here. It's like they don't even care I'm here. Huh, interesting, huh? I guess they've gotten used to me. Alright, so I've come to kind of like a little field, and I want to show you which way I'm going to go. We're going to scan the horizon. And then I see another line right there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I see a black line that goes that direction. It's kind of real thin and dark, but that's the way I want to go. Let's look over here and see what we got. Nope, I don't see anything. So we're going to follow that line right there and see where it leads us. After following nature for a while, we ran into a little trail here. And let's go down here and I'll show you when, well, hang on a second. All right, there's the sun. It's off to our right shoulder there, which means there's a creek in front of us, not too far. If we take a left, we hit the Missouri River. And if we stand here too long, the mosquitoes that are waking up are going to bite me. And if we take a right, we're going to head to a whole nother part of no man's land. No man's land, you ask? Why, yes. Let me show you. On this side, on my right, is the National Wildlife Reserve, and they do allow bow hunting here during your hunting seasons. And over here, on my left, is no man's land. Here's the sign right here for it. Actually, it's supposed to be facing the other way, but that's not a big deal. But here's the marker post. So, no man's land, wildlife preserve. Up here we've come to a field. This right here is the access road for the wildlife reserve. It goes right over there. You can see their yellow warning signs. Okay, we head back that way. We head to a big open field, and I don't want to do that. If we straight that way, that should be east. Sun is right there, so it's about 2:30. That should take us to the railroad. Should. Deer down there. All right, friends. Question is, where do I want to go now? Turtle swimming. Yep, it's the Hobo Highway. I want to be on the Hobo Highway. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down there and find a way to cross. I do believe we found a place to cross. ATVs have been using this. So I'm just going to follow their lead. Oh. Try not to get my feet wet. We can make it across there. No problem at all. Maybe. And a mosquito is biting me. That is some slick moss. Yeah, we did it. It is a miracle. Okay. Go! That's so cool. Alright, quick history lesson. Originally, this is only a 2-track system. So you see the original train tunnel down there. It's kind of hard to see, but it's all brick and curved. And this is the add-on section right here for the other 2 tracks. And it's all concrete. If we could make it to the other side, I'd show you that, but I don't know. I'm not walking in that. Alright, let's head up top. Get on the highway. Okay, we have choices to make. If we take a left, we head to the cliffs and the cliff shelters. If we go straight, we're on the other side of the tunnel. And if we take a right, there's a train coming that I need to hide from here in a minute. Just basically duck my face. But on this side, on my right, is Jeremy's Wiki Hut. And on the left, that's going to be, gotta duck my head real quick so the camera don't get a picture of me. That's gonna be where the super shelter is built on this hillside up here. So, getting kind of hungry. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take a right and see where it leads us. Okay, so we've hiked from way, well, you can't even see where we came in yet, but I've crossed over into the shade. Now I need to go up this way and get on that ridge line and start hiking over because I know the shelters are over there somewhere. I'm just not 100% sure. As usual, I am winging it. Oh my. Lots of these pricklies here. Not good. Okay, I'm going to put you away until I get up to the top of the hill. We'll get a bearing and find out where we're at. That was not fun. Okay. Let's start to see rock formations. That's a good thing. Yeah, bad idea. Absolutely. Why? I'm out here by myself, walking on a rotten log. I want to say at least a good 6-7 miles from help. There's only one other person who knows where I am. And I haven't talked to him yet today. Okay. Whew. Let's go up and then cut right. Whew. Okay, we've made it. Here's the rock. Where's the original shelter that Jeremy built. From out there to there that kind of collapsed this year. Oh. Of course, I had the ladder right there. And nice little setup there too. Over there is the super shelter. We're gonna buzz on down and look at my shelter that I kind of built from the spare parts from his shelter. Oh my, looking good. And nobody's been here. Look at that. The clay is really keeping that fire pit together, man. Oh yeah, that's gonna be great for this winter. Top, excellent condition, man. And this was built out of spare parts. Look at that. I still got some tarp down there to work with. Man, it's still in good shape. I can't believe it. Look at that. That clay is strong. Okay. Hang on, let's take it back. Look at this side. Be real careful here. Yeah. It's still covered and everything. Okay, let's go head up. That's check out the other shelter. It's in really good shape. The vines are starting to take to it. That's a real good thing. Let's go around the front here. Oh, wow. It's in great shape. Look at this. Perfect, man. Our tarp's still here. It goes down there. Fire pit's looking good. Need to dig that out a little bit. Nice and strong still. Let's go around and check the backside. Beautiful, beautiful. I really want to see these vines, man. They'll take this thing over, make it disappear. We probably wouldn't be a bad idea to throw some more debris on it here soon. And that'll actually act as a thermal barrier. Okay, now I need to decide what I'm going to do next. If I'm going to stay here and have food, because I have no clue what time it is anymore. And to be honest with you, I really don't care. Or head down to the Wiki Hut, which is that way. I decided I'm just going to take a little break here for a bit. I'm not really hungry yet, but I need to refuel because I feel my blood sugar dropping a little bit. So I think I'm going to have 2 carb bars and some protein there to slow the release of the carbs down. And that should get us to our next destination. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and charge up the cell real quick. Man, it is nice out. I decided it's time to move on again. I was just getting way too comfortable. Say goodbye. We're talking siesta kind of comfortable. Okay, so what we're going to do, there's a ditch down here. And we're going to cross over, hit the ditch, and then hopefully head back on the Hobo Highway. And when we get on the highway, we'll decide where I'm going next. I do believe we have one more shelter in this area to go check out. Can you guess which one it is? Yes, you're right. Jeremy's Wiki Hut. Wiki Up. Whatever he calls that darn thing. I just call it Wiki Hut. So, from here to where it is, somewhere over there. I'm just guessing. I'm thinking maybe a mile. I don't know. We're going to find out. Well, if I'm not mistaken, the Wiki Hut should be right that way. Well, you can't even see where we hiked from. Yeah, we got to go down this. There's a fence down there somewhere. I know there's an opening that way, but I don't want to backtrack. What's this? There's something down there. So I think I'm going to slide down this hill and see if we can find a way across that fence without backtracking. If not, we can. It's not a big deal. That little tree right there helped me get over this here fence and did not damage the fence one bit. Okay, we'll get out in this field and get my bearings and figure out where the heck I am. I should be crossing that river or a little stream up here somewhere. Up there it is. All right. Let's see. There we go. Boy, this is some big stuff. Well, we're in somebody's field. Interesting. Yeah. I knew we needed to go that way. So let's head that way and see what happens. Okay, Wiki Hut's right over there. Big problem. We gotta cross this. And the water is up. If we come around here, Oh, God, I hate walking through this stuff. I think we're walking over a log. There we go. This is a deer run right here. There used to be at one time. You can see, that's where the deer used to cross, but it's way too deep for me. Because they went there, over to the other side. Alright, so we're going to backtrack. No, I'm not going to swing on them vines. So let's backtrack a little bit and see what we come up with. There's where the natural bridge used to be. As you see, it's gone. Okay. We've got a nice half-mile walk until the crossing. That was not fun at all, man. I humped it to get up here. I want to get over there before it gets dark. Alright, but you should recognize where we are here in a minute. Yep, we're back at the water crossing. Ever get the feeling you've done this before? You know what? Yeah, maybe we better go this way. Alright, we're good. Now it's time to start freaking backtracking. Half mile back. Oh, shit. Ow. Oh. Huh. Side of my knee's starting to hurt a little bit. That's not good. I'll have to check that out. Ow. I'll tell you what. Jeremy picked one hell of a spot to hide this thing, because it is hard to find. I just started doing some zigzags here for a little bit because it wasn't where I thought it was. But we found it. The only problem with this area is it floods. So, not good in the springtime. There it is, friends. We've located Jeremy's wiki up, and as you can see, nobody's found it. Yeah, it's kind of starting to fall in a little bit, it looks like. Yeah, it's going to need a lot of work. Well, not much, you know. But these bottles, we collect them and we keep them on the inside. And then when it rains, they kind of float out on the outside here. But we found it. Okay. Not bad. Still in excellent condition on the back side here. So the only side that's kind of needing a little maintenance is right in here where it's falling in. So the back's good, the side not so much. That's where the fire pit was. Well, I think we got a couple hours of sunlight left. So I think what I'm going to do is, instead of be here, get caught out here in the dark, we're going to head towards the riverbank. So I got to walk a half mile through all that crap we just walked through. And it's not fun. And catch a game trail or an access road and head for the riverbank. So, yeah, let's start doing that before it gets dark. It's me getting caught in this stuff alone at night with only one flashlight. It's not bright. It's actually kind of spooky. It's kind of like the Blair Witch Project. And, well, yeah, Halloween was what, a couple days ago? Yeah, no, I don't think so. All right, we're out. I get the feeling I've been here before. This seems to be the crossroads in our journey today. Up there, that's railroad tracks. Remember left, rocks, right, shelters, and Wiki Hut. So we'll just buzz across here. We take that way, it goes to a huge freaking field. But we want to go to the river. So we're going to cut across here. And then get out of this crap. Oh, I hate these little things. We found a clear area. Got out of those little prickly things. I hate those. Alrighty then. We're going to make a diagonal line that way instead of that way. Because if we go that way, we're going to actually lose ground. But if we go diagonally from the railroad tracks and keep the sun directly on our back, which means we're going to follow the shadows on the tree. See how the shadow is? Right there? That is going to point our line. That's what we're going to use to find that access road for the wildlife reserve so they can check on it. So basically we're going to be following the sun, and the trees are going to be pointing away. And I just gave away one of my navigational secrets. And maybe in, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes we'll be to the river. Maybe. Don't know. Still have no idea what time it is. Well, heck yeah. We have confirmation. This is the road. Now we just follow this little guy north, I think, until we run into the river. That shouldn't be too far from here. Okay, that way takes us back to the trailhead, which is 2 miles about. We're going to cut through here and hit the riverbank. Let's see if we can't find somewhere to set up. Ooh, and guess what? Them pesky mosquitoes are out with a vengeance. I got bit twice. Man, river's coming down. Okay, let me show you where the trailhead is. If you look way down there, there's a bridge. That's where the trailhead is. So let's go up this way. I want to show you something. Oh, that yellow right there. And that sign is a riverboat marker. That's how they navigate through the river. And we're going to hike over there to that flat spot. All right, let me orientate you to where we are. I do a lot of camping right there. And if you cross that section over there, it goes into what Shelter Island used to be. That's where the bunker was built. And when this water goes down either further, I can get out to that center wing dam. And I've shot a couple of videos out there many years ago. It's been a while since I got there, though. Oh, dropped the old staff there. I think I'm going to set up right over here. Got some rocks to work with. This looks like a good spot. I can kind of sit down and chill out on those rocks right there. Ooh, I got that fire hot. Okay, what I'm doing here before I melt the camera is I superheated this rock right here, and I'm going to use that as a cooking surface for my stew. I'm not exactly sure what's in here. We're just going to pop the lid on it. It could be beef stew, it could be pot roast, it could be, I still can't tell. And we're going to use that to heat our stew up. And why I'm not directly putting that in the fire is I don't want it to superheat that container and release the toxins from it. So that's why it's like that. Is it close that lid down and let it heat up and stir it occasionally until it's nice and warm. Okay, I think it's done. It's been bubbling for a while. And it's starting to spill. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and pull that off of there. Oh, that's hot. Okay, I'm pulling it off. That was surprisingly tricky to do with one hand, with only one glove. All right, let's see. Oh, yeah, it's steaming. Let's try a tater. All right. Oh. Yeah, I say it's done. It's going to need to sit a couple minutes. Let's not do that again. And I think this is pot roast. Let's try this little piece here. Yeah, that's definitely done, friends. Wasn't bad. I think it was more potato and gravy than anything. One mini pot roast chunks in there at all. I do want to show you something. If you kind of see inside that can there, if you notice, there's no discoloration or burn marks or anywhere inside the can where, where it looks like it got too hot. That means none of the toxins were released from the can. And I did that from heating it up from that rock. And it did take a little bit longer to bring it up to a boil or a simmer. But you know what? Better be safe than sorry. So what I'm doing now is we're going to put this in here. And I'm going to stoke the fire back up. Whoa. And I'm going to burn the remnants out of the can. And squish that down, put it in a Ziploc, and throw it in my backpack. That way I can transport it out of here. Well, friends, I do believe it's time to hit the trail and start heading back. Oh, man, I hate to leave. Heck, you could set up a little half shelter right there and stay the night. Oh, well. Fire is out, area's cleaned up, and there's been some people target practicing up there, so I'm thinking, yeah, let's get out of the open. Plus, I want to get on the trail while I still have some daylight, because I got to go through all that right there. That's going to be a little bit on the sketchy side. Ah, yes, we're officially back on the trail. Yeah, it's 2 miles from here. We should be able to do that in 40 minutes, I bet you. We'll just be getting out right as the sun goes down. Now, there's a spot on this trail that gives me the willies every time I walk through it at night. And, well, we're getting close to it. As of right now, right about there, which you cannot see at all because it's dark, is the halfway mark. Here, I'll bang on it. So we got a mile left to do, and I can't see anything. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up, friends. I had a great freaking day, man. 10.5 miles, I can't complain. In fact, I visited every shelter we built on this section of the river that I could hike to in one day, and I thought that was pretty freaking cool. Man. Okay, so before you ask how I hike in the dark, it's actually a lot easier than you think. The trail gets tramped down by many people walking on it, and so what light is left in the sky hits the trail and reflects back up at you, so you can kind of see a very thin outline. On the other side of the trail, where the grass is high, it collects the light, doesn't let it shine back out again or shine up so you can see it. So it makes a nice little path if you just kind of be real careful and not ruin your night vision. And another thing is I use sound quite a bit. I can hear the river on my right, and the crickets and birds and owls on my left, and in front of me I can start hearing highway noise, and behind me, if a train goes by, I can hear it that way. So that's how I navigate in the dark. And yeah, I do trip every once in a while. So that does it. Thanks for coming along with me on my journey. Yeah, comments are more than welcome, but heads up, man, it's been hell for me to get to answer them lately. One, work is kicking my butt, and two, something has changed again with Google. I'm not getting my notifications like I used to. In fact, I've been unsubscribed to a couple of people that I enjoy viewing. and I had to go back and resubscribe to him. I'm not sure what that's all about. But, like always, friends, thanks for watching.